this good news? Is this like a sigh of relief for the industry that this has sort of been done and dusted? Or does it still have a spillover effect that, well, crime could have been committed within this industry group?
No, it was a moment of relief. And I saw a lot of celebration, jubilation on crypto Twitter last night. Practically everyone in the industry was harmed by SBF, by FTX. No one escaped unscathed. And of course, there's the secondary effect where the collapse of FTX gave regulators air cover to go after the industry really harshly, which we've seen in the last year. So I think virtually everybody is pleased at the guilty verdict here and grateful that this is over and we can put this sordid episode behind us.
Nick, good morning from San Francisco. Good afternoon where you are. Look, we are careful to draw a causal link, right, over the trading of crypto markets this week and the trial. But that's what we're writing about on Bloomberg this morning. The headline, Red Hot Crypto Rebound Cools as Bankman-Fried is found guilty. Did you see that, you know, the tension of the trial play out in the markets that you're focused on?
I don't necessarily see a strong connection between the outcome of the trial and price action. I mean, ultimately, virtually everyone thought this would be the outcome. I think it was very clear over the prior few months that Sam didn't have much of a defense. And frankly, it was very obvious if you'd followed any of the books written about FTX that he didn't have much of a case here. I mean, his defense that he'd mounted in the initial weeks after the insolvency, after the bankruptcy, was pretty weak. I mean, they siphoned the funds, and the margin trading excuse didn't really make any sense. So from what I can tell, it seems like everyone kind of expected this outcome. I thought some people thought there might have been a hung jury or small likelihood that he weaseled his way out of it, but ultimately it was pretty forecastable.
Nick, you mentioned how basically no one was left unscathed in the industry. And I bring up a post coming from Alfred Lin, of course, of Sequoia. And he had said, I think, after the result, that today's swift and unanimous verdict confirms what we already knew, that SBF misled and deceived so many, from customers and employees to business partners, investors, including myself and Sequoia. In fact, he said basically they did their own 18-month working relationship. They evaluated that, and they concluded they'd been deliberately misled and lied to. What are the learnings from this? The positive's got to be how things change, due diligence, of course, being one of them, but ultimately how people investigate founders and indeed what's being built in the ecosystem. Have things changed?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know precisely what Sequoia's diligence process is, but it is the job of a venture capitalist to ascertain whether you are being lied to. I mean, we passed on FTX. We felt that the risks, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze there. It was an unregistered offshore exchange. We passed on it twice. Many of us were skeptical of SBF throughout his whole history in the crypto space. I'm not saying we knew there was a fraud going on, but the signs were certainly there. I think the lesson to take from it is you can't be taken in by these wonderkins that become the main character in crypto, and don't be taken in by outrageous growth. And, things like boards and governance really matter. Alignment really matters. So there certainly was a way as a venture capitalist to decide that the opportunity wasn't worth it.